Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be talking about what I expect from Tapped Out in 2017. So I just want to quickly address the idea videos. They will continue eventually, but I've just got a load of videos I need to do first, top 10s and stuff, and then I'll carry on with the schedule that I promised last year. Last year's schedule that I promised, or yesterday's schedule. I will stick to that, don't worry, but I need to go through all these videos before I start that schedule, but I will start it eventually. So, it feels like I'm already breaking it. First of all, we have, 2017 Tapped Out. It's going to come, we're going to have plenty of updates, we're going to have more stuff, more characters, more buildings. So, of course, first of all, I just want to go through this. As you can see here, we have our, Home of the Heretic update. So as you can see here, we've got Rabbi Krustascoffy, and we've got Brother Faith there as well, two sort of religious people. Father Sean's returning, but we have this Homer there, Sunday Homer there, which is a cool little costume. We've got Temple Beth, we've got the Penny Fountain, we've got which is pretty cool. We've got the Hamburger Heaven, and we've got the Glass Cathedral. So some pretty cool religiously themed updates, theme stuff. Then we have all these. We have Brother Faith van. We have the beer truck, the toll booth, and the chess board thing. And we have all these tasks, and here are obviously all the prizes. It's going to be like a mini event, which is pretty cool. So that will be the first thing that will bring us into the first event in 2016. No, I mean 2017, not 2016. This is 2017 now, Robert. You gotta get with it. Right, anyway. So apart from those characters and those buildings, that will be our first little event. I want to go through some other characters. Now, these aren't all the characters that are going to be in 2017. Obviously, there'll be more, but these are the characters I think should be added this year. First of all, we have Gil. Now, Gil, he comes every so often. I think maybe like they have this unique Gil's deal like they had with the spring cleaning one, where they added the spring cleaner and Mo's house and all that. Maybe have another one of those little things and actually add Gil into it and do some stuff with Gil. That would be really cool. I really want them to do some sort of little Gil's deal / event which actually gives us Gil. And so how his character should work is basically, I've explained it before, but after he after you've purchased him, if eventually a Gil's deal comes again, then he's just deactivated until you either buy that Gil deal or the Gil deal's over. But you basically get the character, which I think would be pretty cool. Then we have Sarah Wiggum. I think Sarah Wiggum should be added into the Valentine's Day update. I think that would make pretty cool sense, and it would be a nice little character for the Valentine's Day update. Obviously, Wiggum's wife, and we haven't had her yet, so it makes sense to add her there. And she's quite a big character, and it's weird that they haven't added her yet. Next, we have Bleeding Gums Murphy. I don't know when they can add him. I mean, they could look a music-themed event, but honestly, I don't really know. I mean, that would be cool, I guess, a music-themed event, but they could do him in anything really. I don't know, like even like an alcohol update that I did before, that would be okay. They could throw him in there. He'd make sense. Because obviously he's in a bar, a music bar. Then we have the nerds. So Gary, Doug, and Benjamin. These are the three nerds. So we have Gary, Doug, and Benjamin. There you go. But these are really, really cool guys. Obviously, these are the nerds who help Homer hack his high school, is it high school or university or whatever? Yeah, they're at the Springfield University anyway, but they make him Homer hack it so he can pass. Really, really cool characters. I don't know what sort of event. I've got a little event coming up that will be in my next event where I'll show you what I think they should come in. But yeah, those are three really cool characters, and I think they should be added. Next up is Itchy and Scratchy as actual playable characters. Now, these two are vital. I really think they should add them as proper playable characters, like we have Radioactive Man now, who's a fictional character in The Simpsons. I think they should add both Itchy and Scratchy, who are also fictional characters. Add both of them, and I think it'll be pretty cool to have them. And I don't think it'll be much of a problem. Have some, give them tasks. I think they'll be pretty damn cool characters. Then we have Sam and Larry. So we have Sam. He's cool. And Larry. I want to show you the unlock screens. So Sam and Larry. So these are two really, really cool characters. Obviously they are barflies. I say they're cool characters. They're not really. They're just barflies. They're background characters. But they'll add two more to the barflies category, which is really cool. Also, they're they're background characters. But I think they could do a lot of build up on their characters in the game. I think that would be pretty cool. So Sam and Larry. And the final one is George Bush Senior, George W.H. Bush, I think it is. Yeah, is that what you say? I think that's how you meant to say it. It's George W. Bush and George W. H. Bush. Or was it George H. Bush? I'm not even too sure. But the older Bush, anyway. The guy is actually alive still. He's somehow still kicking. Except the Queen. just you know, just that will outlive us all. So yeah, George Bush Senior. I think they should add him. I know he is alive and he's not a dead president yet. I say that quite cynical. I don't want him to die, but don't worry. Yeah, they should add him as an actual proper playable character. I think it'd be pretty damn cool to see him in the game, and obviously Homer and him obviously have the fight and stuff. So that'd be really, really cool. So yeah, now we come on to buildings. So buildings, I think these are like top buildings. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I made ages ago. I made it 9. I probably should have rounded off with 10. But ages ago I made a little thing which was a doodah. Ages ago I made a top 10 buildings I think should be added into. Sorry, loss of thought. Top 10 buildings I think should be added into the game. Now I'm going to redo that list. I'm also going to redo my top 10 characters I think should be added. I'm going to redo them yearly, so I'll do both lists yearly, even if the list only changes like one character. I just want to do it just to update you constantly. So whenever I did that last year, it was when I'll do the building and characters. It gets a video out, and you know it's interesting just to see my thoughts and you know if any change. So the first building that I think should be added is the Jazz Hole. This is a really big one. Obviously, it's a building that has to come with Bleeding Gums Murphy, but it's appeared quite a few times, and it's really iconic building, and I just think it should be added. Next up, we have the Prince House. This is Martin Prince's house. Now, I don't know why. I just think they should add it. Mainly because obviously it could add his parents, but also it's his house. I just feel like it makes sense to add his house, like they added Moe's house and you know all these other houses. I do think they should add the Prince house because he's homeless at the minute, poor old Martin. Then we have Mindy and Homer's house. Now I think they should be added in a Valentine's Day event, just as like a little add-on, like a little donut building or something, like an extra thing to add. It's obviously it's a non-canon building, but it's like when Mindy and Homer go off and he has this like fantasy where they go off. We see this house which they're living in together. It's a big mansion house, but what big mansion, big mansion house. And I think they should add this. I think it'd be pretty cool. It's just a little extra one. Next up is a 4th of July building. This will be 4th of July? Yeah. This is the White House. The actual White House is in the place where the president is. The place where Mr. Trump will be soon. So I think they should add this as a build. I just think it'd be cool just to add it. They could bring in the presidential Lisa back into it, and they could bring all the other dead presidents, and maybe they could add. I'll do my 4th of July obviously update ideas later on, but maybe they could add Trump himself, or they could add Obama, or they could add. I think Gerald Ford would probably be the next one they add. I do see Gerald Ford being the next one, the next president. But yeah, that's what I think they should add. The next up I think is the Box Factory. The Box Factory. So this of course is where it's just a spoof building. It's a building that we see where it's a factory that makes boxes. Pretty damn boring, but I just think it's so unique and so funny. It'd be cool to add it. Next up we have Fort Springfield. Now this is a military base in Springfield. This is the Springfield military base. I mean, they should add this because I think they should do like a military themed event. I think that would be really cool. And yeah, I think it's just damn cool. And next we have the hydraulic dam. I think they missed a trick really, because they should have added this in the Terwilliger update really. The Terwilliger update is where they should have added the hydraulic dam, but they didn't for some reason. So I think they should have re-add it maybe. I'm not too sure where they could add it, but it would be cool if they did add it. Next up we have the Speedway. This is like a motorcycle track thing. I don't know why they didn't add this with Lance Murdoch in the first place. This would have made much more sense to add him with this in the level, like his level. They should have added him with this and not that stupid little stunt thing. So yeah. And then we have Kent Brockman's mansion again. He's got a daughter and a wife they could add into the game, and I just think this is a pretty damn cool mansion they should add. And so then we have some events. So obviously I'm expecting loads of episode tie-ins, as per usual. Well, we should expect that. Then I expect some sort of music event, maybe tying with the Party Posse stuff. Some sort of music event, if it's a small one or a big one. I prefer a big one, but I do want something. I do want some sort of music event. That is the first thing I want. Maybe they could do the Party Posse stuff, which I'll have all the event ideas below. Then I expect a Valentine's Day update, obviously. A Christmas update, obviously. St. Patrick's Day, obviously. A 4th of July and a Halloween. Yeah, Halloween. Then we have the Safari update. Now, I did an event ages ago, a little event idea called it with the Safari update. Now, this is basically when the Simpsons go to Africa, and there's like this diamond collector woman, and there's also well, there's quite a few stuff. There's a couple. There's a guy, the tour guide as well, and there's quite a few characters. I think they should add. I think they should add all of them. The tour guide and the thing. But I think they should make this event. I'll link in the description my event idea so you can go watch the full event idea. But I do want them to add that. I think it's a really really good episode and plenty of buildings, and it would be pretty cool. And then we have an EPA/movie event. I really want them to do like an EPA or a movie event. I did one ages ago, a video on it. It's in the description if you can if you want to go watch it. But it definitely they do need to do this. Then obviously we have a military event. I really want them to do a military event, like I said. Again, it will be in the description with Grandpa, you know, in his military outfit and all the others, and also Skinner with his obviously he's in the Vietnamese War, so all that kind of stuff, all the Vietnamese War, World War One, I think, well World War Two, and I think they might have done some World War One stuff. I'm not too sure though. Next up, I want a second sci-fi update. What? Well, there's plenty of stuff they could have added. Now, I'll leave a link in the description to my future event thing. Well, I did this before the sci-fi event came out, so there is quite a lot of stuff there which is already in the game. But there's also loads of stuff that isn't in the game that they never actually added. There's loads of stuff like different buildings and future themed buildings, and plenty of stuff they could have done which they didn't do. So there's all that stuff they could do, and I think that would really work out for the sci-fi update, and I want to see that. Then we have a Tap Ball 2. Obviously, a Tap Ball was now 2 years ago. It was in 2015. But I do want them to do a second one. I think they should come up with a follow up to it. Maybe it's a mini event, but I would expect a big event because there's plenty of stuff there to add. And finally, I want a Krusty Land or an Itchy and Scratchy Land. I want something to extend Krusty Land. I want more stuff in Krusty Land. That's the final thing, and I want that to be. I definitely want that somewhere in the year, maybe in the middle. It would be really, really cool to see that again, and maybe EA could make up for this crappy Shelbyville event they dumped on. They just had to ruin 2016 for me. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and tell me your thoughts on what you expect in 2017. So that's what I expect. If I don't see this, I'm going to be angry, and I'm going to go kill everyone at EA. No, I'm joking. I will not do that. But yeah, I shall see you next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.